Welcome back, everybody, to Digimon CyberSleuth. Last time we took care of Jimmy again and the demons, hopefully, and it seems like Nokia is reflecting upon her actions on her inability to act. Right now, we're going to deal with Athena. It's it's a curious mission, in all honesty. You were asked by the mother of a young shut-in boy to investigate a girl by the name of Athena. Connect to a chat site? Chat site. Yeah. Let's start this up. Oh, hi, Naya. Oh, hi, Noya. How are you today? Wait, didn't you say you wouldn't be able to log on until later this evening because you're taking part in the arcade event? The event got cut short. Really? Awesome. You can spend all day talking to me then. Definitely seems like she's Athena. Actually, how long have you been here today? I want to hear more about your stories, Noya. Yeah, tell me about the rest of the story you were telling me yesterday. About what happened when you went to the arcade the other day. Alright, about the soccer game, right? No, not that one. I mean, the one about the BM up competition. You said you used the weakest character, but still won. Now yeah? Just a test. Would it be alright if I ask you a few questions? Now yeah, what's your job again? I'm a student, but I don't actually go to school. Yeah, that was it. A student. Though you said you always stay home. Alright, second question. What's your favorite food? Hamburgers. That's right, you definitely said you liked hamburgers. Maybe the questions were too easy. Last question. This is something I'll always ask you about. Now yeah, do you like me? Something that I really can't answer. So let's go for a middle ground. Sure. That's such a guy thing to say. You're groovy now, yeah? No, he really is shy. He would never come right out and say that he likes me. He'll just compliment me on my nice points instead. Now I'm sure you're a fake. You're using Nalia's account. What do you want? Just stop. Stop pretending you're Nalia. Oh, great. Okay, I always thought that was strange. Athena. Okay, then I have Artemis in my party. Yeah, let's go take care of her. Actually, I should switch up my team well. Remove Willymon and put in Gargamon. Because I already know what's coming up and I don't have the right specs to fight her correctly. Oh, good. These are Sakuyomon. Sakuyomon are rookie level water attribute virus type Digimon. They're a very unique case of a Digimon that could naturally evolve into a Demon Lord through certain means. They're relatively good and often become... They don't become tanky, they become the middle ground. Not focusing on magic, but becoming very, very observant against it. Oh, okay, this is the escape area. That's Artemis over there. And speaking from the last episode, this is Leomon. Leomon is a Earth attribute vaccine type Digimon, champion level. I wouldn't put anything past. I wouldn't put anything past his destructive capability. Leomon's actually a relatively good Digimon to have in any. he's relatively balanced bruiser, mainly focusing on Earth type attacks and dealing out heavy amounts of damage, even supporting some characters with speed and attack buffs. But depending on the evolution that you take for him, he either becomes a more wide variety attacker, focusing on possible ice abilities, or he will become a selfish attacker, mainly focusing on the wind attribute, as well as dealing, sorry, the more selfish form I'm referring to is Grapple-Leomon, essentially giving away his relatively decent defenses to be a heavy attacker, which isn't a bad thing to do. It just separates the line a little bit more. Of his other type of evolution, he gains the ice capabilities, as well as his Mega Evolutions, either focusing upon the wind attribute, or still focusing on Earth, as he is in his champion level. But obviously, right before we fight Athena, we'll switch up our team and make sure all our vaccines are up front. You're the one who was just here a second ago using Nalia's account, weren't you? Poor Nalia, to be fooled by a liar like you, into letting his account get stolen. Listen to what I have to say. No, if Nalia knew what you did, he would be upset. I hate you. How dare you hurt Nalia like that? Anyway, I have nothing more to say. Go away. Okay. This is Minervamon. Minervamon is a Mega level neutral attribute virus type Digimon. As you can figure out from the name, she is the Greek version of Athena, being a extremely heavy hitting virus type Digimon with the ability, if I remember correctly, it's neutral Coliseum? No, that'll be Animal Coliseum. Anyway, her ability essentially buffs up her neutral type attacks, allowing her to fully abuse her moveset, which is neutral, so always do relatively good damage without the need to rely on without needing to rely on attribute weaknesses. And I'm really off of it today. And yes, Minerva is a part of a second group of high Mega level Digimon, also referred to as Olympian 13. No, sorry, the Olympian 12. What's unique about this case is, originally in CyberSleuth, Minerva was the only Olympian Digimon that we had. Within this game, we have 5 or 6 of them. We don't have the full repertoire, but we have a decent amount of Olympian Digimon to choose from, depending on how you want to fight. Huh? Why? Why do you pretend to be Nalia and come to this chat room? Are you trying to get me banned from the chat room for pretending to be a human? Can't Digimon chat just like humans? Are you saying that humans can't be friends? Before you got here, I have never heard anyone. I just wanted to come here and listen to Nalia's stories. So that's it. You're asked to come here by Nalia's mother to pretend to be him. Nalia, he couldn't make any friends at school. He stopped going and became completely absorbed in the chat site. I was interested in the site and came to live here. When I met Nalia, I made myself look like the other character here, and we started chatting. Nalia hasn't talked to his family in a while. Sometimes he'll miss school. Sally would be hard on him. That's what made it even harder to talk. He always told me he wanted to talk to his family just like he used to. He wanted to go to school and get along with everybody. If Nalia's mother is worried about him, can you please tell her to sit down with him and talk to him kindly? I'm sure Nalia would open up to her. I'll do my best to encourage him as well. Oh, and, can you please not get me kicked out from this chat site? Please take care of Nalia from now on. Yes, of course I would. Ah, detective. Were you able to talk with Athena? I did. I see. He tells her a lot, apparently. I didn't realize he was so worried about the family. My son is a shut-in. He's different from our kids. He doesn't go back to school soon. I don't know what will become of him. I guess all that worry has made Nalia nervous about talking to me. Detective, from what you saw, what kind of person is Athena? She's a very good person. I see. From the stories I heard about her, she seems like a very kind person. She seems to be someone who really cares about Nalia, which is good. I feel really bad that I doubt her intentions. Tonight I think I'll make hamburgers. They're his favorite food. I haven't made them for a while. I doubt I'll be able to repair a relationship quickly, but I'll start trying to listen to what my child says more carefully. Detective, I'm so glad that you took my case. Thank you very much. Just like Athena, she cares about everybody. Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy I didn't go for the hothead option in all honesty, because Minervamon is one of those Digimon that's naturally hot-headed. But yes, within the Digimon universe, we don't go by the we go by the Roman names, not the Greek names of Digimon. So Jupiter's Zeus, Diana's Artemis, Athena's Minerva. A relatively simple name set in all honesty. And we got that done. Before we do anything else, I should actually go to the Demon's Den and get that medal, because I'd rather not forget about it, just like the one Sujuku. WMon medal. Wow. Such a waste of an area. Well, from my knowledge, Jimmikin's gone for now. Best bet we'll meet up with him again. I wouldn't mind kicking him to a curb. I think it's going to slowly become a pastime. But yeah, let's go over to Shujuku real quick and figure out what's exactly happening there. Actually, I should also figure out where I'm able to get revival items from. I wouldn't be mad for thinking that they sold some here. If they're not here, we'll cut. Right now we're going to check Eden entrance, because I'm not one to buy a lot of healing items. Great. Alright, just keep an eye on everybody so they don't get knocked out. Great. Oh, actually my team's not that badly balanced. Well, Best might be able to handle it. He said, unsure of himself. I only need revise. We're at chapter 7 and... Oh no, wait, actually we're at chapter 7. We're only like a third? I think we're only like a third way done. Man, all wandering around. Okay, let's go straight into, the labyrinth, or digital flux, digital wave, the hole. And what's that? Hmm? It feels like someone's out to kill. Huh? A case came in from Detective Matayoshi. Hurry up and come. What? You feel something ominous in the air just now? Since when have you been so superstitious? It's probably nothing. Just get back here so we can get to work already. I should see if there's a new case to investigate. It's from Matayoshi, so it's always something good. The O2. Oh, okay, I'm not able to exit through there. I need to go to station. Okay. Yeah, this is one of the things I don't really like about CyberSleuth, in all honesty. It's essentially this area. I hate how the crosswalk near the station isn't a exit for the map. You have to walk all the way back over here to leave. Well, you have two places to go still, but I don't like how you had to walk so far from the other side of the map just to get out. Hmm. Oh, this place looks nice. Hmm. Who the hell are you? Hmm? If you want to eat, just come inside. Did you say? You don't understand? A lady such as myself can't simply go into a place such as this unaccompanied. By the way, the other day I saw a girl left alone outside this place. She looked so lonely. She had a fair skin and had black hair. She was looking at the display. Perhaps, perhaps only I saw the girl? Huh. Ah! So, Belle, how's the new body? Have you broke it in yet? While you were out having fun, we got our request for the CyberSleuth. It's quite a big and complex case. Once you get back to the office, you can find the case on the whiteboard. Hmm. Hmm. Gluttonous people that just look hungry most of the time. Okay, that'll be Yuko. Hmm. This one will best bet be an episode by itself. The amount of dialogue I had to read. Sylvie. Okay, two new cases. Broad Daylight and Broadway Food Tour. Mayoshi plays Sujuku. An invisible slasher is rampant in Sujuku. Catch a culprit before something serious happens. Please help. Bank expansion? Oh, they're both for bank expansions. So let's go help Matayoshi real quick. There's been a string of some real oddball incidents lately in Sujuku. Cars, trees, building exteriors, they're all getting sliced up. And with clean cuts too. Like someone took a real sharp knife to them. Thankfully, nobody has actually got hurt by this so far. Right now, it's just a case of trying to curb vandalism we're dealing with there. But it's heavy-duty stuff getting damaged here. Imagine if people start getting targeted somewhere as dense as Sujuku. It'll be a real problem. As long as we don't... As long as we don't know who's behind this, we can't predict what will be next, and the police can hardly be bothered to get off their asses and, like, this will help us. It's after the last incident. And see where this is going. Alright, we'll check it out for you. I've hacked into, I politely borrowed access to the security camera in Sujuku, so we can check out what's been recording. I don't see anything, I damn well didn't hear anything right now either. Don't look like I can't find any of the actual crime scenes, though later that you've already checked out this much yourself. There's really nothing left on there, huh? I just found something interesting. Here's my trusty assistant from just a little while ago. Let's take a look. Wait, what was that flash of light just now? We might have found the real live Kamatachi on our hands here. You've probably heard about them before from folktales, right? Kamatachi are weasel spirits with claws as sharp as a sickle. To hear the stories tell it, they attack people by peering inside a sunburned one, cutting their victim's skin sharply in its wake. What's probably really happens is when people's skin gets really dry, it can get cut up by small rocks blowing in the wind, or so we thought. Look at this footage. I think it's safe to say that's no ordinary gust of wind. Knowing that, there will well be an actual Kamitachi loose in Tsujiku. Putting fairy tales aside for a moment, what do we know is that light reflecting off something? Maybe it's a wind somehow, or a blade. Or maybe it's something else entirely, who knows? But the light definitely skimmed really close to your head there in the footage. If you hadn't felt anything ominous back there, we might have seen your head flop off your shoulders. The bear stays sharp. You can only say lucky for so long, you know. Head back to Sujuku. Investigate the surrounding area. Detective Matayoshi and I will stay here to analyze the footage some more. Well, I'm happy you're so dedicated to keeping me alive and with my head on my shoulders, but isn't there 2 other parts that were missing from the story? Like how there's usually 3 Tachis, one would bash you down to ground, the other one will cut you obviously, and the last one will heal you, preventing you from bleeding. That's how I remember the story. We might be only dealing with a sickle. Or there's probably 3 of them and it's not going to be a pretty picture. But I doubt it. Oh. Let's check our Digi line, like every episode. Oh, Hiroji is correct. Huh, I didn't know that. Hey, what kind of music do you like? Bring your favorite song next time. Will do. I'll love to sing together with you sometime. Quiz time! What special move cleaves you in two with Nightmon's longsword? Berserker sword. I'm so used to referring to it as Berserker blade. Must be an our reference. There's a thin line coursing through here that looks like a burn mark. Wait, a burn mark? You found the burnt spot, you say. Anything else of note you found there? What's wrong? Did something feel off again? A flash of sunlight reflects off a window and blinded you, Hey, looks like you froze Kyoko for the time being. Oh well, there she goes. She's moving again. Guess she's looking something up. Once she was like this. She's lost in her own world. No point trying to talk with her. Looks like she'll be at it for a while. I hate ordering you around since you don't work for me. But would you mind looking around for more clues for us? We've had a lot of reports about this phenomenon coming into the police department, so there could definitely still be something left to find. No worries. I'm just surprised it's a burn mark. Maybe somebody's taking pot shots? There's another one of those burn marks on the sidewalk here. That ominous feeling. It's back. You're too slow. Hey, it's me. I figured out what's going on. The culprit, whoever they are, is using reflections to their advantage. Have you heard of the walkie-talkie building? It's a super tall skyscraper in London that was at the center of a really bizarre incident. Basically, there were cars packed nearby in that mysteriously had parts of them melted and warped. The cause of it was the building's windows. The panels were installed in such a way that they reflect a sunbeam potent enough to damage the cars. In this instance, though, we're not dealing with sun rays. Judging from the flash of light, those burn marks you found, we're probably dealing with lasers here. But this isn't your ordinary laser point we're talking about. Only weapon-grade lasers could leave such deep burn marks. The question is how someone managed to set them up all around Sujiku and fire them off without people spying them. There hasn't been any large power surge in the area. Could there be batteries? No, wait. Digital wave is rendering readings are functioning weirdly. Don't tell me they're using digital waves as a substitute for microwaves in an impromptu master mazer. If that's the case, then, hey, think you can trust in my deductions and your good luck to pull us through here? What, you want me to jump into where you're shooting the waves? Like I ever doubt your judgment. Like your attitude. Then here's the deal. The culprit is aiming that laser at you using every reflective surface in the area. We're going to use that to our advantage. The fact that a laser is bouncing around towards you means that there are traces going back to its original origin point. To do that, you need to get in the line of fire, but you have to time it well, or else you'll get a hole burned right through your skull. Do you get what I'm asking here? As soon as the laser goes for you, I want you to connection jump into it and dive inside. Okay, that's crazy, but whatever this thing is, I trust you on this. If my thinking is correct, that laser is actually a type of digital wave. If it is, the instant the beam of light hits something, it forms a connection with the origin point and establishes a faux network of sorts. That's what should make it possible for you to connection jump into it. I know it sounds crazy, but you're easily the luckiest person I've ever known. You can do this. Trust yourself and tackle this head on. Just concentrate. If anyone can do this, it's you. I think you're replacing the word lucky with stupid. Let's go after this prick. No one takes pot shots at me. Wait, this is the first time somebody's actually taken pot shots at me. Damn bastard taking pot shots. Who does he think he is? I don't even see any of the culprits in here. Speaking of pot shots, I think this should be right around the good time that we end this part. As we try and find everything that we can find within here. So, we'll see you all next time for... as I was saying, I think this is a good time to lead this off. So, I hope you all join me next time on the next episode of Digimon CyberSleuth. Jeez. Nothing. And we'll go up here real quick. I'll see everybody in the next episode.